Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be locking in the brand new Mythical set and seeing which 100 overall we can get out of this. Going to be going over this set, just talk about whether or not it's worth locking in. I'm going to talk about how to get the Deluxe pack in this video. I'm going to do a few different things in this video, but the main thing is locking in this Mythical set and seeing which 100 overall we can get. Before we hop in it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And one thing I will say, massive shout out to my boy Hoopin for letting me use his account to record this gameplay, or not gameplay, this lock-in video, as well as a couple gameplays that I'll do on his account in a little bit. The reason that I think this set specifically is so good to lock in if you do have the MT to be able to do so is because the 100 overall options that you can get are all elite. Even D Wade, who would generally probably at this point in the year, especially size-wise, be the consensus worst option here, he's got Patty Mills base. So he is an elite level shot creator point guard as well, who you can, as long as you surround him with size, especially since size is a bit less important this year, he is definitely a viable card still. And then you got guys like Hito, Bol, Arvydas Sabonis, all of whom have elite level size at their position and are really, really good, really complete cards. No matter who you get from this Mythical inserts, all of them are good. Now, obviously, ideally, you probably want Bol or Sabonis now that Sabonis got a changed release, but all of these cards are good. And then not only that, but two of the three lock-in players are exceptional. Like Bradley Beal, maybe not the most exciting or most desirable card in the world, but Manute Bol, Amani Bates, both absolutely elite tier, top tier buyable cards, two of the best buyable cards in all of MyTEAM. And it gets to the point, it's becoming easier and easier at this point, which I mean, you would freaking hope so, right? But it's becoming easier and easier to build that like truly competitive level lineup without gambling, because Sean Bradley and Manute Bol have dropped as buyable bigs in the last week. Amani Bates is an elite level shooting guard, gives you another truly top tier competitive shooting guard who is not a gambling card. There's a lot of versatility and a lot of viability that continues to be dropped. I mean, the Pro Pass Kareem is the best point guard in the game still. There's a lot of options and a lot of things you can do with non-gambling cards now to build a better non-gambling lineup. But I think this week especially, I mean, Manute's like him, he's going to be as good as Sean Bradley pretty much. You know what I mean? He's 7'6", 8'5" wingspan. The card is insane. Amani Bates is a 6'8" 2 guard with super complete stats and badges, elite level animations, like just two absolutely exceptional cards in this drop. I don't know. I just, like, it's a very, very good drop. No doubt about it whatsoever. If you have the MT to lock in, this would be the week to do it. If you don't have the MT to lock in, this might be the week to grind the game to make some MT so that you can lock in the set. Now, it does become a lot cheaper to lock in the set versus paying 315K a piece to lock them in here. If you do grind out this Deluxe pack, this Mythical Deluxe pack, now I do not think it is guaranteed to give you one of the three Mythical Dark Matters. I think you could pull a Dark Matter Giannis as well, but to be fair, all those Dark Matter Giannis's are also exceptional, so if you'd get those cards, that would be a good card as well. But if you complete these and you are able to get one of those three Mythical Dark Matters, that will make the set a significantly cheaper lock-in for sure. So I would recommend grinding this out as well if you are planning to lock in the set and you don't have enough MT to just straight up do it. 4 games in a row is the first agenda. You can do that offline though, super easy. Bucks win is going to be win a game using 5 Bucks players, also super duper easy. You can do that in the basketball IQ challenge or the free throw challenge or whatever the case may be. Super quick and easy challenge that you can complete there. Make 23 pointers over multiple triple threat online games. I mean, that's 3, 4, maybe 5 triple threat online games depending on how good you are at the game, but that's not going to be particularly hard to do either. Even if you're not that great at the game, it's not going to take all that long. 16 assists with power forwards over multiple multiplayer games. You can get that while you're playing triple threat online. You can get that while you're doing these second chance points as well, because that's another multiplayer agenda right there. But none of these multiplayer agendas look hard at all. They all look pretty fast and pretty simple to complete. The second chance points is probably the hardest because you have to get the offensive rebound, but it's just get the offensive rebound and score. And you only have to do that a maximum of 10 times if you're scoring all 2s. Like as a whole, it's really not that hard to do whatsoever. 4 points is make 24 pointers over multiple clutch offline or clutch online games. I would do this in offline. You can literally get this done in like 2 clutch offline games if you're on a lower difficulty in clutch offline. And then completing the mythical spotlight challenges literally takes 15 to 20 minutes. Like, as a whole, this deluxe pack to grind would probably take about an hour and a half. Would be my guess. Like, it's really not all that bad of a grind, and I think this definitely makes locking in that set a lot easier. So I would recommend doing that as well, especially with the high percentage chance that you do get one of those mythical dark matters. Now we're gonna rip this open for the unsellable 100 overall mythical player. I don't know why the pack looks like this week. I'm gonna be completely honest. It's kind of the ugliest lock-in pack that I think they've done. Definitely not a beautiful pack, but I am excited to lock this in. I am excited to see what we can get. Hopefully it'll be something really, really good. Really, all the 100 overalls are good, right? But ideally, Bol or Arvydas Sabonis are who you really want. And you see that 100 overall glow right there on the screen. Leave a comment, take a guess who I'm going to get. Hoping for my boy Hoopin that it's Bol or Arvydas Sabonis, but I would think Dwayne Wade is probably the most common. I do think he's very good though. And then Hito's a 6'10 PG with elite SIGs and a good release as well. Like, he's a really, really good card. So every card in this is good, of course, like I said, but obviously, Bol and Arvydas would be the guys. I mean, Bol is a 7'2" small forward, might be the best small forward in the game. Arvydas Sabonis is 7'3" with a changed release that is absolutely elite as well. He is a top tier card, can play power forward as well if you wanted him to even abuse some size a little bit more. With that being said, though, it's the moment of truth. Let's rip it open. Who are we going to get? I do not want to say shooting guard. Small forward. That's Hito, isn't it? Yep. All right, 100 overall Hedo Turkoglu. I would say that is probably the third best, second worst that you could get. I would rather probably have him over Wade, despite the fact Wade does have Patty Mills base, but I think Hedo's a really good pull. Obviously, Bol and Sabonis would have been a little bit better, but Hedo Turkoglu is an elite level card. Definitely going to be one of the better point guards in the game. That's a pretty solid pull right there, and I think that's the thing about this set is that no matter who you get, you're going to get a top tier option in today's drop, and Hedo Turkoglu certainly is just that. With him having Kareem, Hito's probably his backup point guard would do, I guess, on this lineup, but Hito's looking amazing. I mean, this is not every card of this team is a non-gambling card, I know, but this is a pretty attainable card. I mean, imagine 100 overall Tim Duncan was the Dark Matter Tim Duncan that's grindable instead. Imagine Gobert is Dikembe Mutombo, who's free and grindable. James Worthy and Paulo Banchero are replaced with maybe a couple of free small forwards. I mean, he got Harrison Barnes for free. You could always have Josh Smith for free from last season. There's a bunch of good free small forwards in the game, though. Even the free Giannis that came out today, the free grindable KG. Like, there's so many good options that you can use for free. Free shooting guards like, well, not free, but buyable, like Amani Bates is buyable. I would probably put him in this lineup. Glenn Rice, if you had him. There's so many good grindable and free cards and buyable cards at this point where it is becoming easier and easier by the day to compete with a non-gambling lineup, and I think this set this week did a really good job of furthering that. I hate the fact that the content is still so gambling based in a lot of ways, but as long as it could be worse. It feels like it's being executed, at least this week, a little bit better. It's still bad. I still wish it wasn't a thing, but at least this week, or the last couple weeks, with the way that they've dropped some actually truly top tier viable cards and stuff, feels like it's gotten at least a little bit better. With that being said, though, that's what I'm gonna call the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.